Hello, folks. I honestly have something very crucial to talk to you guys about. I saw the saddest thing I've ever seen in my life in the last week. I really have. People who are not even sick from the virus are dying. Those who are not dying yet are crying. They're crying out to God underneath their sobbing, disappointed tears. They're crying because they're out there. Those homeless people are out there and they don't even have shelter from the wind now. I'm not afraid of martial law. What I'm afraid of is what's going to happen to people that already have no place to go. That are going to be sent, they're literally going to be sent to jail. Where once COVID-19 is in, if COVID-19 even exists, once it's in the jail, it's going to kill everyone. Jails are putrid. They're disgusting. I've never been in jail at all. But I can tell you this much. Close quarters, where people can't even exercise social distancing like the government wants them to. I don't have the heart. I don't have the heart to have someone arrested at this point in time. If someone were to beat me up, I'd tell them, I understand that you're frustrated. Hopefully beating me up assisted you in feeling better. But much like Jesus Christ, I forgive you. I love you. And I want all of you to know I love you all. I forgive you all of the tough things that have been going on in this world and the way you've treated me as times have gotten tough. I forgive you all. The number one issue with our government is they outright don't understand. They can't fathom this because they don't understand. I shared a video earlier, and I just want to touch bases on what George Hills said and elaborate a little more on what we really need as well. We need taxes waived for 2 years. That's what we small business owners need. This year, we're all going to be lucky to survive it. We're damn good at what we do. The issue, though, is we can't keep employees on as small businesses right now. The hard decision we have to make is, do we put them on unemployment? That runs out in 3 months. Then where does that leave them and their families? But if we continue to pay them, we may have 6 months of reserve. But after that, we're screwed. The government thinks we want another loan. What you all are going to see is farms going up for auction on foreclosure, houses going up for auction on foreclosure, Machinery is already going up for auction from defunct loans. And business is going over as it is. Farms and a lot of other things are going to go defunct. Folks, if you're like me and have a steady income, please support your local mother and father shops, your small mom and pop shops. Go buy a muffin from that mom and pop shop, coffee shop. They're a few miles from your house. Don't worry about big businesses at this point in time. Just do what you need to do to survive. We as small business owners, I'm one of the very few SBOs that has been way less affected by this. Way less. I have purchases that I had to put off because of this. To fix my own equipment and my own gear. But I'm not down and I'm not out. I'm just looking at my business and saying, what is crucial to keeping this business going? The sad fact of the matter is, the housing market is crashing. Small businesses are crashing. I understand you folks are scared. I understand you folks are having a tough time. I have a favor to ask of you. If you currently have steady income, please, if you can afford to and you've got steady income, look, folks, I have a minimum amount that comes in no matter what from my survivor benefits. And as difficult as this is for me to say, I now fully understand why people, when they hear we're from the government and we're here to help, they scoff and they're sad and they're upset with the government. This is the worst the government has ever fumbled the ball. You can't get out of debt by going further into debt. And that's what the government wants us to do, is go further into debt to come out of debt. Folks, I hope now you realize how fragile the economy really truly is and has been for years. If you know somebody that's running a business and you can afford to put just a little tiny purchase into it, where you normally would have spent 15, 20, 30 bucks a month, but now can only afford $5. Look, folks, for us that are running small businesses, $5 is a lot better than nothing at all coming in. Some of us have income that are, some of us have a hard time paying our bills. Some of us, we're fortunate enough to be able to fall back on something like survivor benefits. And I can explain it to you folks this way. I hope you learn your lesson. 30-year mortgages are a scam. If you can't do it in a 15-year mortgage, it's too much for you. Are the payments higher on the same loan amount on a 15-year mortgage? Yes. Is the amount you pay at the end less? Oh, yeah. If you would have been paying if your loan was $250,000 and you were on a 30-year mortgage, it's guaranteed that if you just pay the minimum payments at this point in time, if you bought a house today for $250,000 of mortgage payments to work on for the rest of the 30-year mortgage and just pay the minimum payments, you'd be looking at $500,000 paid for $250,000. Whereas on a 15-year mortgage, it's more like $325,000 on $250,000 of loaned money. But look, folks, I have advice for you right now. I have super important advice right now. Sell the excess right now. Put it up for sale. Let it be someone else's problem. You need the money, but know the value of your things. Know the value. Take that money, hold on to it. When the market goes way, way down for the housing, I want you to do me a favor. I want you to consider moving out to the country. 1 acre is better than a fifth of an acre for sustenance living. I want you to find some acreage. I want you to keep your eye out for acreage when the foreclosure auctions are hitting the market like no other. I want you to get on the foreclosure lists. And when places go up, I want you to help farmers out. If you see a farm going up on foreclosure, go to that auction with no money and remind people, without that farmer, we as a nation go hungry. And to just agree to each put in, if you have to help the farmer out by rallying together and putting a little money to him, do it. However, if you find a place that's just a house on some acreage, nothing really done to it, buy it and plant a garden. Now you can plant a garden or you can plow the field. If all you can do when you move in initially is plant a garden, do it. But remember this, when you can afford to plow the field, plow the field. This is Matthew Hammerschmidt, former FFA member of Cheney, Washington, and the Cheney chapter. I am a former farmer who is going to be getting back into farming when he can. I am a small business owner. My company name is Geometric Yards Industries. I have had to shut down my operation almost entirely. What I saw that was the most heartbreaking yesterday, people were eating while dust was being blown in their face as they were eating their sandwiches that they bought at Subway or the pizza joint, whatever have you. Every business out there that doesn't have at least a 3-month income, at least 3 months of money, the reserve money set aside, is right around the corner from going defunct. Help small businesses out if you're in the position to be able to. Help businesses in general out, but focus it more on small business than anything else. Thank you for listening to my message. Thank you for hearing me. And as a small business owner, if you're willing to support our businesses, we thank you for being in the position to be able to without putting your family in jeopardy. Right now, it's the people on Social Security, whether it's Social Security disability, whether it's Social Security income, whether it's Social Security disability insurance. If you're in the position to help businesses, you're the one that can help. What we're learning from this is we cannot count on the ball to be sent in our direction from the government. They're going to keep the ball. They're going to hold the ball. They're going to stall with the ball. And they're going to screw the people over. COVID did, in fact, originate in China. Chinese foreign nationals have been arrested for this that came into our country on lying to our people and lying to our government. Not only that, Australia has confirmed that they did, in fact, have a huge influx of orders coming from China for ventilators and and drugs and stuff. No other country had a surge like that. And no country had any surges yet. China did. Figure it out, folks. Thank you.